who rules society more than they do, yet never wants to be the leader. The exceptional features of the Sigma INFJ allow them to easily govern the world without being affected by the noise of the outside world. However, how is this even possible? The following 10 factors explain why the Sigma INFJ effortlessly rules society. What people say doesn't matter to them. A Sigma INFJ would never, ever let someone else's words affect their opinions or how they think. They believe that by doing this, the most pitiful forms of themselves will emerge, making them appear extremely deplorable by their own standards. Sigma INFJs can easily brush off comments that don't pertain to their personal development in order to focus on winning their own race. They have seen firsthand the advantages of living outside of social norms, therefore they don't see the need to alter their norm-defying viewpoint. Despite living in a society where seeking input and outside assistance is valued, Sigma INFJs have a confidant within themselves. It's because they think that nobody cares as much about their welfare as they do. Why then would they pay attention to anybody else? They lead instead than following. Sigma INFJs have good grounds for their stubbornness. First, they don't think some social conventions make sense. Secondly, they find uniformity annoying. Third, defying societal norms has consistently produced superior outcomes. And fourth, people are prepared to follow them because of their indisputable inspirational value. People in their immediate vicinity will voluntarily follow the Sigma INFJ's road to a trouble-free, calm, yet productive life as soon as they see how correct they are about their own set of rules. They are looked up to by some of their peers since they keep to themselves and don't give a damn about the drama going on around them. They will respect how they keep their emotions apart from the outside world and concentrate solely on the things that are really important. People will then see how wonderful and tranquil life can be if they lead an approachable lifestyle, like the Sigma INFJ does. They were created to end harmful loops. Sigma INFJs have a strong sense of purpose, which enables them to act on their beliefs despite all obstacles. And changing broken institutions and poisonous cycles is one of their ultimate existential goals. If they operate in an environment where putting things off is expected, they will be the first to break the pattern and produce results. They will act on their plans and moral convictions without waiting for permission from anyone. Furthermore, they will not attribute the perceived toxicity to their surroundings. Rather, they will make use of their own emotional intelligence to resolve the issue. Rather than accepting their bad luck and attributing it to the inadequacies of the system, they would take action. And as a result, the future generations who profited from their earlier ideas and efforts will respect them. Are you brave enough to end harmful cycles as a Sigma INFJ? They operate in an efficient manner of their own. Since they began doing things their own way instead of adopting other people's strategies, many INFJs have noticed improved outcomes. Because they created their own study plans and routines rather than adopting their classmates' study cycles, they are able to perform exceptionally well in class. They can start their own processes in the workplace rather than using Google to look up business hacks. Their unwavering resolve and capacity for initiative often make them powerful role models for their coworkers, family, and associates. However, despite all of these accolades, Sigma INFJs will essentially ignore them and carry on with their daily activities. They plan ahead. As they get older, Sigma INFJs can demonstrate their capacity for reason, judgment, practicality, and logical thought. The majority of those in their immediate vicinity, including coworkers, classmates, and colleagues, are unable to resist using their intelligence since they are aware that when they rely on their strategies, greater results will result. It all comes down to how trustworthy the intellect and intuition of the Sigma INFJ are. They don't let their human instincts guide their conclusions because doing so would only lead to false presumptions. Instead, they ponder for a long time and pray for assistance from their higher self to help them make better judgments and strengthen their will. But why are they hated by some for constantly trusting their gut feelings? Whoever is observing them, they stay true to themselves. If others have a tendency to present a certain side to the world, Sigma INFJs will always be true to themselves, no matter who is looking. When they're by themselves or in a group, they'll probably show their genuine colors, which makes them incredibly admirable and appealing. If these lone wolves ever turned into people pleasers, they would be the first to hate themselves. For Sigma INFJs, worrying about what society thinks of them is a waste of time because they are aware that people don't actually think of them as much as they once thought. They assume that worrying too much about what their friends, family, employers, and coworkers think of them will only restrict their ability to be free to run their own race and enjoy the independence that comes with it. They can lead without using force, therefore they don't make a big effort to take the lead. Alphas don't have to be Sigma INFJs. But, for whatever reason, and even if given the opportunity, these naturally gifted leaders aren't interested in taking the lead because they are more than capable of demonstrating their authority through non-coercive leadership. They always would rather positively impact society by exchanging ideas and leading by example than by purposefully creating domination for its own sake. Because of their members' willingness to assist, they are able to execute tasks with ease. Does the ideal of being an alpha boring you as a Sigma INFJ? Nobody is able to intimidate them. Because of their remarkable level of emotional independence, they are not intimidated by authority figures or become overly committed to any relationships they may have. Since they are the owners of their own brains, nobody can make them feel fearful or otherwise unproductive without their permission. Sigma INFJs can easily shut doors if someone tries to use intimidation to control them by highlighting how little they care about anyone's agenda. Their actions reveal a great deal about how indifferent they are to the stupidity of others. Their solid bases enable them to resist the need to compromise their morals in order to get someone's approval and esteem. Furthermore, because even the most threatening individuals and other disruptive elements cannot make them change their minds without their permission, Sigma INFJs are able to effortlessly create a stable presence on the radar, drawing others to them and getting them to voluntarily support their endeavors. Their worry for being correct is not very great. Sigma INFJs will always say and do the right thing, even if others worry that they won't know what to say. Two very different things exist, having high moral standards and being afraid to disappoint people by giving the wrong answers. The latter is a result of an individual's strong attachment to the outside world. The greatest quality of a Sigma INFJ's thinking is its indifference to correctness when acting morally. Because of this, society's dubious structures and meaningless conventions cannot make people into slaves. Do you likewise put forth little to no effort in following social norms? They don't mind taking chances. From the perspective of others, Sigma INFJs stand to lose a great deal. However, from the standpoint of the Sigma INFJs, they have absolutely nothing to lose. They keep making huge leaps after huge leaps, no matter how much they've already accomplished, because their high standards can devalue their material belongings. If they fail to meet their ultimate objective, then all of their previous successes will have been for naught. As a result, others who disagree with the status quo will probably follow in their footsteps. The Sigma INFJ is respected and admired by many for their strong foundations, independence, and isolation from society. Their morality are compromised by social affirmation and the need to fit in. Therefore, these outliers can never fully integrate into the majority's viewpoint. Do these resonate with you as a Sigma INFJ? Do you recognize your innate power in social situations?